Now, in the run-up to preparing for international competitions later in the year, Great Britain's women's sitting volleyball team have had their first outing competing in a mini-league in Portsmouth. And our reporter Shan Robins went along to a school sports hall in Tipner to find out more.
The Harbour School in Tipner is the venue of the South Hants Sitting Volleyball Club. Originally set up in 2009 as the Portsmouth club, Richard started coaching there in 2010 and has been with them ever since.
The best thing for me about sitting volleyball is that anybody can play. It's predominantly aimed at disabled people, and amputees tend to be the best players at the game, but it's very, very inclusive. So whether you're disabled or not, or whether you're female, male, young, old, it's a great sport that everyone can participate in. Some of the players are disabled, not all of the players. I would say probably 60% of my team have some sort of disability, be that physical or mental impairment, and the rest, like me, are just old. But we try our best.
Hampshire Volleyball Association hosted the mini-league that includes a team from Guernsey and Great Britain's women's side. Team GB have had a summer break but are now back in training.
In a couple of weeks' time we'll be playing against the German national squad. And then we've got Pagilati coming up in January, where we'll be playing in Finland, which is a fantastic competition, and it's all about Paralympic sport there, so it's really amazing. And then we're hoping to go to the Europeans next summer, which would be incredible. And it's a really great competition. And if you're looking for high-level competition within Europe, there's where some of the world best teams are. So it's really good competition.
For the GB women's team, it's the beginning of the trail to Tokyo for the 2020 Paralympics. They're still recovering from their disappointment at losing funding for their sport that ultimately meant they couldn't compete in this year's Paralympics.
We were unable to actually attend the competitions that would allow us to qualify, which is incredibly frustrating as an athlete, as you can imagine, and quite demoralising, especially around Christmas time last year. But we've kind of regrouped. We helped Canada get to Rio. We had some competition with them, which was fantastic. They're an amazing team and they did really well. And then we've now come back into it and we're hoping to go to Tokyo. But yeah, lots of work to do.
Marilia, and member of Team GB's women's squad, is representing her home side, South Hants, in this competition that's inclusive for players of all ability.
If you play standing volleyball or sitting volleyball, it's easy if you get the concept of movement, which is one of the main parts of volleyball as a whole, as a sport. All you have to think is when you're doing standing, you use your hands and your legs to move. Same as sitting. When you're sitting on the floor, you use your hands and your legs to move at the same time. If you have them, as somebody with a disability, you have to adjust. So it's more adjustment when you have a disability, but if you don't have a disability and you're able to move fluently with your legs and your arms, you just utilise what you've got.
Joining in the mini-league were a second South Hants team, although experienced players in stand-up volleyball, as this was their first time playing seated, they faced a few challenges.
First of all, it's a much smaller court, so we have to adapt to the size of the court. The speed of the game is much faster actually sitting as opposed to standing. And then there's the movement. The movement is extremely difficult for standing volleyball players because it's a completely different approach to the game. So apart from that, some aches and pains using muscles and body parts that we're not used to using. And I think everybody really enjoys it and actually improving as the day goes on.
If you fancy giving it a go, then we train every Monday here at the Harbour School in Tipner between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. The first session is free, so if you like it, you can keep coming back, and then it's just £3 a week thereafter. You're going to get a good workout, you're going to meet lots of interesting people, and you're just going to have fun.
This is Shan Robins for That's Solent.